All right. This is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with Candy, Katrina,
That's me.
and Jack-o'-lantern Joel.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah. First review of the Halloween season, and it is VHS Halloween, the latest installment in the VHS franchise, which is doing like yearly Shudder films these days. And
yeah.
If you followed us for a while, you know that we have not been a fan of these as of late.
No. As of late, as of the last 6 of these.
Yeah, I don't think we even covered last year's.
No, we didn't. We covered it in our no, actually I covered it in our like end of year.
Yeah.
I don't even think you guys watched it.
Yeah.
I don't think we've covered it in the last couple years. We covered it in our like end of year like watch list. What we didn't review throughout the year. And I don't think we covered the last 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah.
So yeah, covering this here.
I remember the last one we did. I feel like I think the last couple that we did, I liked them better than the other ones.
Really?
Yeah, because there were a couple stories that I liked. That one where it ended up having it had a story
we did cover that one where it was the lake
campers.
It was like a lake, and they went on a boat
day trip. Yeah,
and then they got shot and killed, and then they ended up coming back as like zombies.
Oh, I didn't remember like they were zombies, but like then
that
there
one
was
had
like the one where they were they were at like that house.
Yeah, then you find out that they were the ones that shot him.
Yeah.
That one
was a cool one.
Yeah. And the Scott Derrickson one was pretty cool, like the black phone.
With the black phone. Yeah.
That was the last one we covered.
So those were the last couple that we did.
Yeah.
But you've got you got directors like Scott Derrickson. Like that's not fair.
Yeah.
He's a horror director.
That's what we talked about was that they were getting good only because they were not the independent films as much anymore.
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
And
at least 2 years ago.
Okay. But those were probably some of the only ones I've liked.
Yeah.
Because
so
I'm not one to like the VHS films.
Yeah, we liked the first 2. Especially the first one. Mm-hmm. And then everything else has been very uneventful and like bad. We mentioned a couple there that were pretty decent. There was a funeral home one from a few years back. One. That was good. That was one of the better ones. But yeah, so now
there was that technology one that you hated and I liked.
So we like the ones that
the VR one.
Yeah,
it doesn't take a lot to scare you and like tell a good story. When it gets too crazy, that's when it's just like that's when it loses you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
we'll talk about how this one got.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
one. All right, Joel, do you want to tell us maybe tell us the directors of these?
Oh, you don't want to know
who's 6 segments?
Who's in them? Yeah, I know. You don't want to know all the 27 people that are in, or 100 people that are in this movie?
I think the directors will be good.
Yeah. Actually, there's top cast 99 plus, so there's over 100.
Okay.
Let me go here.
Come on, Joel.
Like 2 or 3 of the. There's like 7 writers and directors. So.
Okay.
So writers, I got. Well, I mean, they have the like what they've written and directed. So I think they're all pretty much the same people. Brian M. Ferguson wrote Diet Phantasma, which is a wraparound.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anna Zlokovic wrote Coochie Coochie Coo. Is one of the story titles.
Oh my gosh, that chick, she was weird.
Alberto Marini wrote Ut Supra Six Infra. I shouldn't have said that one out loud.
Oh, why did you say that?
Just
Don't say it again.
Something. And I'm going to go to directors now. I'm going to do Casper Kelly directed Fun Size. R.H. Norman directed Home Haunt.
Okay.
And Alex Ross Perry directed Kid Print. So
okay.
Oh.
The other ones, yeah, okay. The other ones, yeah, the writers and directors are pretty much all the same for all of them, so that's good. That's cool.
Cool. Yeah, so there's 6 stories. They're about 20 minutes a piece. It adds up to almost 2 hours.
2 hours,
film, which is a lot for VHS film. So if you don't know what it's about, it's a collection of Halloween-themed videotapes. Unleashes a series of twisted, blood-soaked tales, turning trick or treat into a struggle for survival.
Oh man.
All right. So before we get into each of the films, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and X. We're also on social media called Slasher. So go join that if you are not already a member and follow us on there. We're going to do spoilers on Patreon, patreon.com/scaretalk. Same thing on YouTube memberships. It'll be the same spoilers.
Okay.
All right. So we're not going to give away too much of what each of these are about, but we have the wraparound story, which it's not related to anything else. It's just kind of its own thing, just like they've been doing for the last 5 or 6 of these, which is annoying. The first 2 had the wraparound story be related to the tapes, which was nice.
That was like why we were seeing the tapes.
Yeah, because they were playing them. They were looking for a certain tape and they were putting them in. So that was interesting and cool, but they haven't really done anything like that ever since the second one.
And how did they lose track of why they had a wraparound story? It's like they forgot why they had one.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They just added another story in there.
A few of these, like a few years ago, it was like Army Men.
Oh my gosh,
like
that was the stupidest thing.
It was like,
that was the worst one.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was weird. So anyways, that story is about some scientists testing out a soda.
Yeah.
Diet Phantasma.
Yes. Some Halloween drink.
They really want it to come out by Halloween.
They want it to come out.
It is very important to the one scientist.
What'd you guys think of this one?
Worst one.
Worst one?
Worst,
it was
I didn't understand
it. I felt like it was getting somewhere. It was getting somewhere, and then I felt like they could have done one more segment.
Yeah.
Of like completing it out.
What were they trying to do?
Yeah, where he because he got it just about completed.
Seemingly. He was saying we're almost there.
Well, no, and the last one, he was like, we did it.
Yeah.
He was excited and everything, but then it was like they just needed to finalize, do one more. Okay, it worked on this one. So let's continue it on and then see it go to market or something and see what his all out plan is for going to market.
That would have been kind of cool if it actually went to market and we were able to
see what actually
a commercial of it, see what happens.
Yeah.
But this is found footage. So it's you can't get that deep into it.
Well, he could have started making the commercial or something.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got it. Now let's do our ad and whatever, Something
I liked about this is, there were multiple cameras in each of the segments, but they did a much better job with sticking to the camcorder or handheld camera for most of these. There was one where it was kind of like a mixture of like interrogation room and then, you know, a few different like timelines with different cameras. And that's been like a big pet peeve of mine with these found footage films. It's like found footage is supposed to be you just found a tape and then you put it in and then whatever is on there is what's on there.
Yeah.
Now for this, you'd have to have for each segment 4 tapes for each segment because there's different cameras being involved. So, but at least it was handheld footage for the most part. So I appreciated that.
You could edit it together and have it be one.
Yeah, that's true. But that's
not what found footage is.
That's found and then edited and then
and then dropped it somewhere and someone picked it up and
and then it was another found.
Yeah.
So that I don't even want to call it wraparound because it doesn't really. It's just
it doesn't wrap. Well,
commercial breaks.
The around.
Like the commercial break between the different segments.
Yeah.
And it had some cool effects. I will say that.
Yeah.
This movie, there's definitely some segments where it's like, okay, you know, that part looked kind of silly and you know, didn't look real. But for the most part, when it comes to like the kills and stuff that are in this, it's like pretty practical.
Yeah.
There's not like big CGI aliens or anything like that, like there have been in the past. There's no Medusa. There's no, you know, like, I don't know. To me, this one, while it was extreme and out there and crazy, it was still somewhat grounded for
a VHS
standards.
Yeah.
So then the next one we got Coochie Coochie, or what was it?
Coochie Coo.
That was the dumbest one.
This one kind of grossed me out.
I hated this one. Hated it.
I thought it was good, like creepy and like kind of what's going on. This is weird, you know, but like had some good like creepiness to it.
Yeah.
But then it just kind of grossed me out as it was going on, and then it got kind of.
It was stupid and pointless.
Silly, yeah.
Yeah.
The ending was a little out there. It was a little weird for me.
The whole
thing.
They
decided to end it.
Yeah, it was just, to me, it didn't make any sense. It was really.
Yeah, you kind of have to infer things.
Yeah, and
which
I
we
don't know.
Talk about in the spoilers.
Yeah. And it was not entertaining. It was obnoxious. The girls were not like I had no care about what was going to happen to them. They were obnoxious from the very beginning. And I was just ready for that segment to end. And I could not believe that Danny was like, "Oh, you got to watch this. This is a good VHS."
I liked this overall. I liked this was probably my favorite since.
This is the start, though. Is the wraparound story, and then this, and I'm like, really, dude?
Hey, the bar is pretty low.
Much better.
The bar is low right now.
VHS bar is low,
but it did get much better after this. This was the worst one to me.
I thought when you saw like heads like popping up around like the corners and stuff was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There was some creepy stuff in the house itself. Right. But when you see what's in the house is when it's like, okay. That's
it just becomes really stupid.
That was pretty funny. When you would hear that throughout.
Your horror is not supposed to be funny unless it's a horror comedy.
We got one of those.
I don't think this is trying to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next one is the Spanish.
There's always there's always a subtitle one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Usually I feel like
this is the one that I said the title of that I shouldn't have, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the one that has like the interrogation room tape, and then it has like 2 different tapes of like them going to a crime scene, and then also kind of what happened the night before of the crime scene leading up to the events. This one was cool.
Yeah.
It had a good, like, I feel like this could have been a full-length film. It had good stuff, like good horror stuff. Some of the effects where it was like, how are they doing this with just like a, you know, a VHS or however they're recording this? Like how are they able to get these things to happen?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's just taking place right there. Like what you're seeing, it looks like it's legit. Like it's actually happening. Like it doesn't look like there's any trickery involved.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was cool. Pretty cool. I liked this one. I always struggle with having to read the subtitles. And it went fast. Yeah. So I had to just let go of the fact that I'm not going to catch every word. I'm just going to get the gist of what is happening. But it was a good story. I liked the story. And I liked the different found footage. Like I liked that it showed the night of and then showed him reenacting it the next day in that same area. So you got to see the feel of it.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean. This could have been a full length because of the different pieces to it. You know, they could have definitely made this into a full movie. And, you know, sometimes, well, I don't think we've ever actually seen any of the VHS segments become a full length movie. But a lot of times short films, you know, full length films start as short films, especially in horror. So, you know, I feel like there's a few of the VHS segments over the years that could have definitely been full length films.
Yeah.
They could easily at some point. I mean, there's been, I think this was what, number 9 of these VHS movies, 8 or 9, that have like 5 segments in each one. You could easily pull.
Yeah.
Like, that would be pretty good. Pretty cool with some of these.
Yeah.
I did like this one. I didn't like that the police decided to do a reenactment a day after this person went through what they went through. And just like, I don't think that's really how that happens. So all right, now you were standing here and they were standing over here and and then like just reenacted the entire thing that this person went through. Like,
well, he's saying that he did it.
No, he's not saying he did it. He's saying it was his fault.
Okay, it was his fault.
And that's what they kept trying to understand. You're saying it's your fault, but you're saying you didn't do it.
Yeah.
So you need to make that make sense, kind of thing.
To suggest you were involved in this somehow.
And so then, but then they even like acknowledge that you're traumatized.
So
it's like they're acknowledging that you're traumatized. So we need to keep acting it out. They're like, calm down. It's understandable that you're traumatized.
All right, let's get back to
keep going.
I was like, okay, I don't think that's very believable, but I mean, it's VHS, so you know that's already gone. The
believable parts.
It's been out the window for like the last 5 of these, at least. The window since the first one. I mean, actually, probably. There's a couple of them in that one that's like, all right, that wouldn't happen. But besides that, I did like this one. There was definitely some camera angles and stuff that was really impressive, for sure, that I do want to talk about in the spoiler section. But this one I did enjoy all the way through, and that's very rare of me to say because there's usually, like I said in the last couple of these, I liked most of them up until a certain point, and then they just went way too far with it. This one went. You know, it went places, but it didn't go out of that realm of even disbelief. Like it didn't go that far out there.
Yeah.
This one.
Well, when they go far in the in the ones that we don't like, usually there's a lot of CGI and like creatures and all kinds of sci-fi stuff. Mm-hmm. And this movie didn't have much or anything like that. So that was refreshing to me. I was like, okay, I can, this is watchable. Like I could get through all these segments, not be bored. I didn't want to fast forward anything. I wasn't like, oh, when's this one over? I want to get to the next one.
I was like that with the first one.
Yeah, with the coochie coo.
Oh, that's the best
one. There was a point where I was confused at who was filming during the not the investigation, but during the reenactment. Like I was confused at who has the camera, and
I don't know that we ever see the person that has the camera. Do we?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. At one point I'm like, where's the camera? Like who has the camera and who's, know, like, how are we still seeing this and everything?
Yeah, the cameraman has the camera. Obviously.
All right, so the third one I think is my favorite, Fun Size.
That was your favorite one?
I think it is.
All right.
I thought this one was a lot of fun and it had me laughing. At first I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. Like
the acting was horrific.
But then as it went on, I was like, okay, I'm picking up on the campiness and the silliness of it. So then I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty unique and original for sure. I'd give it that for sure.
Yeah.
There's a set of like video games called the Backrooms that it's just basically like you're in the point of view of like a cameraman type of situation, and it's like a found footage video game that you somehow get like sometimes it's different type of video games. Sometimes the ground will just like collapse around you and like you'll fall into like this another reality type of thing where you're just like in an empty room, like it's huge, just empty room that you have to try to find your way out of. And sometimes there's like creatures and stuff that you have to like not fight, but like not to like run away from because you don't have anything to fight them with. That's kind of what this felt like that for a minute. But then it didn't after like 5 seconds. So I was like, oh, this is going in a cool direction. I was like, oh, okay, no, it's not. I would have loved like a Backrooms type of like Halloween segment VHS. That would have been pretty cool. But no, it didn't go that way.
Yeah, I just thought this was funny.
One,
it wasn't. Not really. No, it didn't, like from start to finish, it didn't really do anything for me. This one was my coochie coo, where it was just
okay.
I kind of just want this one to be over with. The acting was bad, and I don't know. There were the characters in it, besides the antagonists in it were annoying as well. And
what about the guy who kept saying fiance?
Oh, he was the best. He was the best.
Yeah.
He's what made me want.
He didn't even know her name. Like,
oh my gosh, it was so funny. That was like the best part of it.
I'll protect you, fiance.
Fiance, come here. Come on, fiance, we gotta go.
Yeah.
And then like, oh my gosh, he's trying to. Well, I guess that goes in spoilers. I won't say right now, but man, she was a punk. And I'll say more in spoilers. But yeah, I liked this one.
Me too.
It was super silly.
Yeah.
I didn't
the villains in this are pretty awesome.
That's what Joel was saying. He was not a fan of. But they like it was very fun. It was a fun like little break after the seriousness of the second one.
Yeah.
And the acting was definitely horrible. And that was my biggest thing was, oh my gosh, this is the worst acting. But it was excused by fiance guy. He was so
I
funny.
thought it was when the couple when they say what their costume is, I was like, okay, they're poking fun at themselves.
Yeah.
You know, at found footage in general. And,
yeah.
You know, so I was like, okay, this is like a lighthearted one.
Yeah.
And then when things start to, you know, really get
oh my gosh, it was
really
so funny how it all happened and everything too. And oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was I had a lot of fun with that one. Okay, so the next one is Kid Print. This one was dark.
This one was very heavy.
Yeah.
Very dark.
Especially following Fun Size. Like
okay.
Yeah.
Very, very big change of tone.
Yeah.
This one I could see people getting upset about this one actually. With the subject matter. But this one was well acted. It had a creepy, disturbing story, but you don't really, it's like hinted at throughout. And then when the reveal happens, then it just goes crazy.
Yeah.
But we do, I know me and you do have a question about why a couple of the characters did something
reacted
toward
the way
the
they
end.
did.
Yeah.
I think I know
why that happened.
And I understand to an extent, but then there's another part that it's like, well, that doesn't make
questionable.
Sense. So
Yeah,
it was convenient.
Yeah. But it ends super creepy.
Dude, I'm so disturbed.
Yeah. Like that could be a full-length movie.
That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was thinking is that one 100% could be a full-length film, really dark full-length film. And definitely had like kind of the 90s vibe and feel to it.
Yes.
Danny was like, is this something that people actually do of like the
Kid Print company?
Like filming.
Yeah. Did you ever did this like seem familiar to you, Joel? Like in the
Not really. I mean, they have this company in this movie for this very, very specific reason. And that reason is not, that's not really familiar to me as far as companies that existed when we were growing up.
So what I remember is there was a company that you would go and get your picture taken, you'd get interviewed, have like different questions asked, like, like identifying information about you. And there was like this little form that they'd fill out and stuff. And then you got you did your fingerprinting and they took a picture of you and you got like a little card saying I'm safe and stuff and like a little certificate with all of the answers that you did.
It does sound familiar when you describe it. It does. And
I remember that in the 90s. Yeah. It was like
and we grew up in the same city. I don't
they came to our school. And then like I remember it coming to our school and then like we could take it home to our parents if our parents wanted to participate, then we could, get interviewed by the cop.
Yeah, I felt like it was like elementary school.
Yeah. And then they parked a cop car there. And so then the cop car would explain, like the cop would come and explain like fingerprinting and he would like show you how it works and everything. And then you'd get to go and sit in the cop car. And I totally remember it. Like this is vivid memory for me.
Maybe my parents didn't want me to do it. I don't know.
I would say.
Like it really felt familiar watching it, and like I don't know.
We
they
didn't
did a
go
good
to
job
some
with
studio and stuff and do it, but I do remember that for sure. And I remember thinking when my kids were younger, I remember wondering like, when are the, people are going to come and I'm going to get my kids fingerprinted and everything, because that was a big thing in the 90s where it was like you wanted to make sure your kids' fingerprints were in the system right away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, so if you grew up in the 90s, maybe you'll this will give you some flashbacks. But this one's
we were
definitely
very
heavy.
Aware of the possibility of being kidnapped in the 90s.
Well, we grew up with cops in America's Most Wanted, so it's
So this one's heavy. I could see it being some people's like, oh, that's too much. Or like some horror fans like, dude, that was cool. That was intense.
I kind of like checked out once it was showing, like when he was watching some of the stuff happening. I won't get into it, but I started checking out. It got to a point where I was like, I don't even want to look.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't.
Yeah, they kind of focused on it a lot.
It was disturbing
for a while. For a length of time that was making it more and more uncomfortable.
Yeah, because I kept saying stop watching it and go do something. Like, what are you doing? And it was like, are you enjoying watching it? Like, what is happening? And so I definitely started checking out. So then that made me wonder, did I miss something? Is that why I didn't understand quite some of the stuff? Because I had to.
Yeah. So there's that. And then we have the haunted house one. I can't remember the name of it. It was like
Dr. Morty's.
Yeah, but the name of the segment.
But the name of the segment was
Home Haunt.
Home
Haunts.
Yeah. That one was a fun one too. Like kind of in between like Fun Size and one of the other ones.
I had to kind of in the middle. Back checked in.
Yeah.
So at first I was still kind of like, whoa.
Well, we got
and the wraparound story didn't help
in there.
to jump us back in.
Each time
we needed a Fun Size in between there.
Each time the soda came back around, we had already been like deeper into that, so there was no like lead up. Once we got to the soda, it was like, okay, we're back to the craziness of this one. Like there was no break really.
Yeah.
Maybe we needed the army men. I don't know. That's probably why they put it in there. Like, okay, let's give these guys a break. Like, show them some army men. But they decided against that this time and just went crazy after crazy.
Yeah.
But this one, I really liked the way it started. I liked the way it was filmed and shot too. And I liked the last, like, I guess the third act of this short was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I just was a little bit like, I don't know. It was like, I guess I needed a little bit understanding or context of why the teenager was so pissed at his dad.
Well, he said he was getting
he's a teenager and he was getting made fun of, and it's
but
he's a teenager.
The thing is like usually a parent starts recognizing that their kid is starting to withdraw from them and be a jerk and whatever. But it's like,
he seemed like
this
surprised.
was a total.
What?
I gave a thumbs up, apparently. This was a total shocker to the dad. Like, he had no clue that his teenager had withdrawn from him. And it's like, do you only engage with him on Halloween? Like, is that the only time that you guys talk? And he's like, he called me Keith. Like,
well, it's funny.
This is the first time he's ever done that? Or
what's funny, too, is I just thought, like, he was getting made fun of, but then the couple of girls that were making fun of him apparently were in line to go to it.
Yeah.
So, but you're gonna go to it.
Well, that was actually pointed out when like the old guy that was also in line was like, You're here though. Like, oh, I'm here to make fun of it. Like,
I'm here to tell him how much it looks like. And then like right when he's like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And he's like, that one's not mine. He's like, this looks like shit, Keith.
Like, oh, yeah, that guy he was funny. But yeah, I like the story of this one. I like how bonkers it goes at the end. And it goes crazy in a fun way. It's not like crazy in a, okay, you lost me, I'm done. It's not like that, like a lot of the other segments in the VHS franchise.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all.
So it's crazy in like a Krampus way, right? Where like things just come alive and just like start attacking.
Yeah, it's kind of Krampusy.
But more violent.
Yeah, Halloween Krampus. Yeah, very, very violent. A lot of gore in most of these, actually.
Yeah,
it's a pretty bloody and gory, and it looks pretty good. Like a lot of it looks legit, and they do like a trick with the camera where they kind of something's about to happen, and then they turn the camera away, and then they turn it back, and then it's like in the middle of the kill, so you know that they're doing it on purpose to kind of, get that cut in between. But still, it was good. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, I noticed that a couple of times. I'm like, oh, this is convenient. But
all right, should we look at the critics?
I think we should.
Okay, let's see what they think.
Yeah, let's see.
And we were reviewing this 2 days after it came out, so
it's on Shudder.
Yep.
It premiered at Fantastic Fest, and then it came to Shudder, and that's where you can watch it. It's not in theaters, so
we need to go to those one of these days.
Yeah,
Fantastic Fest would be a lot of fun.
Yes.
So it's got 43 critic reviews.
Okay.
And the critics give it a 93%.
All right.
Dang. Nice. Okay. That's really high.
Yeah.
Those are probably mostly like Fantastic Fest attendees.
Yeah. And I am guessing that it's kind of based off just like we're seeing it as is like we're so used to these movies being so bad that then we go into it expecting just horrible, and so then it blows us away and we're like, oh, that was actually good. But really, if it was in comparison to other movies, I don't know that it would score that high, but compared to how it's been going, they're
compared
doing
to VHS movies in general.
It's a step up for sure.
And so then the popcorn meter, there's only 50 plus ratings, so not very many. But it is a fresh bucket, just barely. It's at 60%.
I thought 65 was the
I was surprised when I saw the fresh bucket. I thought that would be spilled, but it's fresh.
All right, maybe they lowered their standards.
So it did pretty good with Rotten Tomatoes, and IMDb has it at a 6.2.
Okay,
yeah,
pretty solid.
Yeah,
I would agree with that for IMDb scoring.
Yeah, so
cool.
There we go.
All right, I'll go first for my grade, and I'm gonna go 84. Yeah, I could see myself watching this on Halloween or Halloween time, over the years. I do feel like it had some good Halloween stuff. The kid print one, when he was filming like the little Halloween like get together party thing, it totally reminded me of like a home video that like someone in my family would have made, like all the kids dressed up doing the different activities. It totally looked like that. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, I feel like that one, like I said, it was totally 90s.
Yeah.
And they did a very good job at not trying to force us to think that it's the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't say anything about it.
You just felt it. Like you just knew.
Yeah.
And with it being VHS, you know, it is going to be a 90s.
Yeah, it should be.
Type.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give it an 80.
Okay.
Wow. I'm giving an 82. So
all right.
That's what I was thinking, like all along. Like 82 is a good one. And then Danny's at 84, you're at 80, I'm at 82. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So it gets the Scare Talk stamp of approval. So go check it out on Shudder. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to our channel. Send us a message, a comment. We get back to everything. And
you were setting the standards high.
Oh, we do. For now. And get ready for some more Halloween content. We've got a bunch of horror movies coming out this month. And look out for our Halloween franchise tier list.
Yes.
That's going to be a blast.
And we've got a few more lives coming.
Yeah. We're going to be at a haunted house next couple of weeks. And also send us a message on Instagram with your email if you would like a free month of Patreon.
Oh, they have to do that during the live.
You can do it now if you want. It's okay. Do it during the live.
No, log in during the live. That is when you get your free month of Patreon.
All right, I guess.
And if you're local, go to Wheatland and see us.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to go over to Patreon. See you there. Bye.